Hello and welcome back, my friends. I get a lot of requests for self-massage for digestion. There are lots of people with constipation and gas and bloating and discomfort, all that fun stuff. So I find that it's best to do a self-massage for digestion right before bed. You can even do it in your bed right before you fall asleep, which might be really nice and relaxing. But you could also do it in the morning or any other time during the day that you have a moment and would like to. You want to be lying down comfortably. Like I said, you can be on your bed, on the floor. You want your knees bent because that'll soften the belly tissue here. And you can either just have your feet flat on the floor like I am, or you can put a big cushion, bolster, pillow, something like that under your knees to support them bent. And I find that digestion and anxiety go hand in hand. The more anxious and stressed we are, the more it interferes with our digestion. So we're going to start by just trying to see if we can calm down the nervous system and get into rest and digest. It's called rest and digest for a reason. That's when digestion happens. When we're in fight or flight mode, our bodies are in survival mode. They're not like, oh, I need to, digest that hamburger we just ate. They're like, no, we have to run away from this tiger or whatever. It's the same response. So that's why we're going to take a moment now to breathe. Go ahead, put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. You want your belly hand to be the one moving as you breathe in and out. Deep diaphragmatic breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the nose. So the belly is doing most of the movement here. The chest will expand at the top of the breath and then will deflate a little bit at the beginning of the exhale. So it fills up and it empties out. But really we want to concentrate on that diaphragm and on that lower belly. So again, in through the nose. Take your time with the exhale. Really empty all the air out. And see if you can't feel a 360-degree effect. So even feeling your back expand, your lower back, your sides, your ribs. Go ahead and breathe in. See if you can fill that all up. And take your time letting the exhale out. Great. We're going to experiment with voice vibrations. I find that so calming and helpful to have those vibrations through the body, and it really helps move things along with digestion. So we're going to breathe exactly the way we just did, except when we exhale, we're going to do it with voice. So you can just do or ah, whatever feels good to you. Almost like doing om at the end of a yoga workout or a yoga session. So go ahead and inhale, fill the belly. And exhale with voice. Surprisingly relaxing, right? And go ahead, you can do the same voice or you could do a different vowel. And inhale. And doing that should start to extend those exhales nice and long, which is what we want for relaxation. So we're going to start by taking a little cream. I don't know where I put it. So you could take a little bit of cream, of lotion, a tiny bit of oil if you want to use something like olive oil or coconut oil, but just a very little bit. Rub it on your hands. Place your hands on your belly and just get used to the touch. And when you're ready, start making clockwise circles. So what I'm doing is I'm making a whole circle with one hand, my right hand, and then I'm passing over with my left hand so that the left hand is really on the belly, just making a half circle. So it's sometimes called sun and moon, one hand making a sun, one hand making a crescent moon. Nice and slow, take your time with this. Still breathing, still deep diaphragmatic breathing, which actually massages the viscera, because once you get into the diaphragm, it stretches down and then relaxes up with the exhale. So you're really massaging all the organs in there, which of course helps with digestion. And then we'll start sort of helping things move along the large intestine. We're going up on the right side, the ascending colon. So I'm just stroking upwards on the right side of my belly. And for those of you who saw my video in September, you know that I had some emergency surgery, which is why I have this fantastic looking scar here. And stay tuned, because I think I'm going to do some scar self-massage, scar tissue massage, in case you have scars that you want to mobilize. Well, we can do that. So that's up the ascending colon, all the way up to the rib cage, this arch of the rib, and then across from right to left, the transverse colon, right under the rib cage. And we're just stroking. You can use as much pressure as feels good. You don't want to be poking. I'm using flat fingers. I'm not digging my fingers in, right? You want it to feel good. No pain. And then you can follow the descending colon down the left side. And we can make a whole U. So let's go ahead up the ascending, across the transverse, down the descending, up, across, and down again slowly. Make it soothing. Feels really nice. We don't realize how much tension we have in our bellies. And down. Do a couple more like these. Thinking of moving things along. And one more. Up. Keep breathing with this deep, slow breaths. Excellent. So we'll move on to the small intestine. We'll just make a big circle around the umbilicus, around the navel, and make it spiraling smaller, 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 smaller until you get to the center of the belly button. So still clockwise, I'm just going to take flat fingers here, and I'm doing like a little bit of a scooping motion. So I'm putting a little pressure and scooping, scooping. If that doesn't feel good to you, don't do it. Just maybe do little circles, just flat circles. Scoop. You want to go gentle, of course, again. Find what feels right for your body. That's really what this is all about. Being able to take care of yourself, being empowered to know your body and do what it needs. So getting a little smaller with the scoop circles, scoopy circles. Can that be an official technique name? The scoopy circles. Really gradual here. If you notice, I'm really taking my time. The circles are very close together. Make sure you're still doing that breathing. Make sure your body's still relaxed. And once you get into the middle, go ahead and go out. So we're going to be making a spiral circle, getting bigger and bigger, the opposite of what we just did. Scooping or circles, whatever feels good. By now you should really feel some sort of softness or mobility in there. Maybe your tummy is gurgling. Maybe it already started gurgling a long time ago. Getting those circles bigger. Deep breaths. When you're done, just rest your hands on your belly. Take a nice deep breath. Voiced or not voiced, that was your option. I just went ahead and did it. And so now let's windshield wiper the knees. So if you have a cushion, you can move it away. We're just going to roll the knees from one side to the other, just loosening everything up, moving everything along. Should feel really nice. Good stretch for the hips, a little rotation for the spine. And then go ahead and bring those knees right into the chest. You can rock side to side a little bit, or you can just hold them. And with the knees in, let's go ahead and take a deep breath and exhale on a sound. One more time, you can do sound or you can just do a long exhale, up to you. Fantastic. We're going to do one more thing, and it's on all fours. So, want to come onto your side, push yourself up. So meet me here on all fours. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. You want your hands directly underneath your shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips. And what you'll do is drop the belly, arch the back, and look slightly up. Inhale here. On your exhale, do the opposite. So you're tucking your pelvis in, rounding the spine. Exhale it out. Big arch. This is your cat shape. Then we go back to cow. Drop the pelvis, arch the spine, look slightly up. This is your inhale, and this is cow pose, and then we'll go back into cat. And notice I'm going nice and slowly. Really feeling every movement, feeling each vertebra move one at a time. And just start going at your own nice pace. Move with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Do one more round. Then come to a neutral spine, and you're just going to sit back on your heels. So actually first take your knees a little wider and bring your feet together, and we'll just go into child's pose. So go ahead and stretch your arms forward, sit back on your heels, open through the chest, and just enjoy that awesome stretch. You can rest your forehead down. And you can stay there as long as you like. When you're ready to get up, you can come back to all fours, or you can just roll the spine up where you are. And I really hope that this has helped. A lot of good tools and techniques you can use. And like I said, before bed would be best. So if you like this video, if it helped you, give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot coming out. I don't want you to miss out, so click the notifications bell and comment below. Let me know how this worked for you, your story, what you want to see, and anything else you want to share. I'll see you next time.